Just want to say thanks for joining us, everybody. We're real excited to spread the news that we have for tonight. Let's see if you guys can see my slides. Miss Ruth Ann, I can see you. Can you see my slide? It says it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Okay, awesome. Thank you. We'll get started here then. It is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Thank goodness. We're really excited that about the way things are going at Arcadian. They're getting everything decorated. Unfortunately, I'm not over there to be able to enjoy it right now. I am on quarantine at home. But these are actually some pictures about what's going on. This is the tree in the lounge, as you can see, and then some other lounge decorations. And then for the next one, I'll try to post another tree. Arcadian Cove is 11 years old this year. We turned 11 on November the 9th, so we vowed to have 11 trees. We add a tree for every year that we age. So to say that Christmas is a big deal at Arcadian would be an understatement. But we're going to go ahead and get started. We are continuing, obviously, with our COVID-19 testing. As of yesterday, Madison County was 77.6%, which is still in the red, which means that we are on a little bit of visitor restriction at Arcadian. Right now, we are testing staff every Tuesday and Friday, and we're also testing residents every Tuesday and Friday. We did, have a positive resident from last Friday's testing, but I am happy to report that on Tuesday's testing, all of our other residents tested negative. So we're really happy about that. They are currently on house arrest, for lack of a better word, due to the positive, but we are hopeful that we can continue to have negatives. And that one resident that is positive is actually doing really good. So we're very happy about that. If you guys will keep your fingers crossed and continue to pray for that resident, we would greatly appreciate it. We will use our in-house Binax tests if we need to. Those are actually just to supplement our lab tests, but we can use those with probable cause. So if we experience any more cases or concern, if anybody comes symptomatic or starts to display any other signs, then we will use those Binax tests to determine if we do have another positive, and then we will, I'm sorry, there's some folks still joining here. Let me get them added in. We will use the Binax tests, and then we will continue with the lab testing as well to supplement to make sure. A lot of folks are probably going to ask about when the in-apartment dining and activities will be discontinued. If the residents continue to test negative through next Tuesday's testing, then we will be able to come out and do some small group activities and go back to our phased lunches on Wednesday of next week, I believe, which is, let's see, Monday's the 14th, 15th, 16th. So it'll be Wednesday the 16th. Right now, porch visits are currently suspended because we are having the residents remain in their apartments for now. They'll be doing in-apartment activities, in-apartment dining, and window visits at their apartment windows until Wednesday, unless we experience another positive. We are asking that you guys give us a call ahead of time to schedule any deliveries, and we're suggesting that you refrain from delivering any items that need to be sent to your loved ones' apartments right away. This will help give us a proper time to sanitize any items that are coming into the community for the safety of your loved ones. We know that you guys are being careful as well. Everybody has been really diligent in masking and sanitizing everything that has been coming to us. But we're just taking this extra step to help keep the virus out of our community for as long as we can. So the vaccine status has changed. We're really excited to say. Our communities are slated to be among the first to receive the vaccination for our staff members and our residents. As I mentioned last week, phase 1 of the vaccination will be healthcare workers, and that's phase 1A, and then phase 1B will be residents in communal living environments like Arcadian Cove. And we have already been contacted by Walgreens, and we do have some documents that we'll be sending out to you guys tonight for getting your loved ones vaccinated if that is your interest. So we are preparing in-house for the vaccine clinic. And so we need a little bit of help from you guys. I'm not sure how most recently Tasha received insurance information from you guys on your loved ones, but we're going to go ahead and ask for that again. I do know that she did a flu clinic earlier in the year, but we are asking that you just email her a copy of the most recent insurance card, most current insurance card, front and back, and send that to Tasha. Her email address is there on the screen. And for any of you that don't have her email address, for some reason I wrote .com on the slide. But for those of you who don't have her email address saved in your emails, just shoot me an email and I'll be happy to forward that to her. Sometimes my fingers work a little bit faster than my brain for some reason. And then we're going to be sending out some consent forms there. And recently, actually just 2 days ago, Walgreens also sent us a vaccination consent form guideline on how to fill those out and when to fill each step out. So if you guys will just carefully read and help us fill out the consent forms, that'll be very helpful for us. We can fill out the demographics like their date of birth and their socials. We have all that on hand for most of our residents. The actual consent signature needs to either come from the resident or the power of attorney. And so if you would like for your loved ones to receive the vaccination, we'll need assistance filling out the consent forms within the next week. One of the vaccinations actually got approved as early last week, and that means that our clinic could take place as early as the week after Christmas. That's being pretty hopeful, but we have been contacted by Walgreens saying that they are preparing vaccinations for our residents, and they've asked us for a count on our census and our staff members. So we could actually see that coming down the pike pretty soon. So coming to your email tonight after the meeting is going to be the Walgreens What to Expect handout for the residents. Most of you already have that, but I thought it would I would put it into the top of your inbox so that you could have that again. The Walgreens vaccination consent form, which was just sent to us on the 8th, and the instructional guide for the Walgreens vaccination consent form, how and when to fill out each section. That was a pretty interesting read for me today. So just a reminder, reply with a scanned copy of your loved one's insurance card, front and back, if you're interested in your loved one receiving the vaccination, or send that straight to Ms. Tasha. The Walgreens immunization professionals will also want to see the insurance cards on the day of the clinic. And if you have a photo ID of your loved one, that would be helpful as well for us to verify their identification. Just to make sure that that they are who they say they are. Basically, they're not requiring a photo ID, but they did ask if we had them on site, if we could share those with them, just for identification verification. And then my last slide, of course, is that we're still going to do our Christmas tours. So if you would like to have your loved ones participate, if you want to compile some supplies like poster board, cardboard, ribbon, anything like that, yarn. And as Miss Karen mentioned last week, tape will be very helpful so that we can stick those to the doors. Just get those things together and drop those off at the Cove. And if you have a specific design in mind that you would like for us to do for your loved one's door, just send us a picture of that and we will get that taken care of at Arcadian. We're going to get started on the doors as early as next week. If everything goes right and I continue to test negative, which I have so far, I will be able to return to work on Monday. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm missing a lot of things at Arcadian, including my favorite things, which are getting the place decorated and making it look magical. So I'm a little jealous of the folks that are over there and they're able to do that. So that's all that I have for this evening. I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor for questioning. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself and just let me know.
Chris, I have a question. If my mother has her insurance card with her and her ID with her, can Tasha just get that and make a copy? Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Does anybody else have any questions? It sounds like someone might be talking, but it's pretty faint. If you have a question, make sure that you are speaking close to your microphone for us. All right. No more questions? That was pretty painless. You guys sure you don't want to drill me on something? Nothing to ask? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the meeting up then. I won't take up any more of your time. I believe this has been our shortest one yet. I will email you guys with some information, the documents that I mentioned. Just one more quick time, if you have a copy of your loved one's most current insurance card, we will need a copy of that front and back. And also if you have a picture ID, photo ID, that will be helpful for us as well. And as always, if you have any questions after this meeting is over in regards to the vaccination or what's going on at Arcadian, just shoot me an email and let me know. We can always hop on a Zoom call together, or I can give you a phone call, whatever works best for you guys in your schedule. So if nothing else, I will let you guys go and hope you have a wonderful evening. Good night, everyone.